once again, we're not telling you what to think. We're just
I'm
giving you a
telling you
different
what to think.
perspective. And well, this was a perfect conversation. I think we can all agree that as people, we just want the best for people.
And
But
you're showing us that it's okay to disagree.
At the end of the day, we live in a beautiful country where we can all vote however we want to vote. So have at it.
Hey, Beso. Give her a kiss, Berto. Beso. Beso.
So I just want to, hey, Berto, like, I want to go back to that thing we were talking about off camera, because I think that was a good thing you brought up about how you were saying that the podcast to you was like a good idea because of the different perspectives and how we've had different friends think of different things, especially when it comes to politics. So I kind of just want to go back to that, what you were talking about off camera.
Yeah. So,
and you don't have to name names. You know, whoever's watching this, they're gonna know. So
you can name my name.
Not name names. We don't need to.
No, I just think if we're claiming to be fraternity brothers and best friends and brothers and friends, whatever,
we are.
Exactly. And if we care about each other, then my opinion is just as valid as your opinion, whether I think it's wrong or right, you know. And so it's hard to express that opinion if you feel like, oh, they're going to shoot it down and you're going to be made fun of. You're going to be, you know, whatever the case is. I just think that if you're a family or friends or whoever, you should be able to give your opinion and stand by it and not be judged by it because you think this or that, or, you know, black is white and white is black, or you like orange or you don't like grape soda, whatever it is, you know. And so it's just kind of hard when you see that and you text or you communicate, this is my feeling, and then you get rocked back with, oh, you're an idiot, you're stupid, how could you do that? And this is just, it should be an open dialogue, like, oh, you know, that's cool, why do you like them, why do you think this? And then vice versa, I should, you know, if I disagree, just kind of come to a understanding of this is how I feel, and not being held, you know, like you're the bad guy because you want to vote for this guy or that guy. I just think
that. So I like Bernie Sanders. Why don't you like Bernie Sanders?
Here's the thing with this guy. He likes to like just destroy a good topic that we're going. And so we were saying, I like to argue with Worm. I like to argue with Worm. We don't see the same. We don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, or on different things. And the same with you,
that's
Berto.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And that's that's the message I want to get across.
People get
it's
upset.
Okay.
Yeah.
So open dialogue is one way, just having that conversation. How, if I said something that goes against what you believe, how, as a person that is upset or uncomfortable, how do we open up to that person to let them know, hey, I disagree with you, but I still love you.
Yeah, exactly. I would ask you, like, hey, let's say you said I don't like the Cowboys. Let's just say the Cowboys. I don't like the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, then we're fighting.
Come on.
Okay, very sensitive subject, right? I would ask you, and if I was a big-time Pittsburgh Steelers fan or whatever, I would ask you, hey, George, you know, Steelers have, you know, 6 rings, Cowboys have this. Why do you always hate when I wear my Steelers jersey? Or why do you hate the Steelers? I would ask you. You might say Ben Roethlisberger is a joke. He's been he's been rumored to sexually harass people. Whatever it is, right?
Right.
So I'd be like, you know what? That's a valid, you know, statement. He hasn't been proven guilty of any harassment. He's not in jail. He's still playing football. Whatever. And I'd be like, okay, that's fine, but I wouldn't feel like I wouldn't say our relationship. I can't ever talk to you because you like the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm dealing with now. It's like, don't ever bring up Ben Roethlisberger's name. I'm just to say that, right? Just for the sake of argument. Don't ever bring up his name in our text conversations, because then I'm gonna disengage and delete these text messages and get out of this text messages. I'm like, what?
But then you can bring up Dak Prescott as much as you want, even though I hate Dak.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think that from what I've heard Berto say is that it's not like mutual engagement. It's not like healthy arguing. It's like Berto's approach to everything is with a joke. And so he loves a good meme. He loves a good, you know what I mean? Yeah. And his position and take on things is different from a lot of people in the group. And so while he jokes about it, they get really offended by it. And Berto's going, but it's me. And quite honestly, I don't care what you do at the ballot box. Like, that's on you.
And I'm not telling, and I don't ever say
the fact that I can do whatever I want to do when I get there, because that's the beauty.
I don't ever say, George and Joaquin, you guys should vote for X, Y, and Z, or you should love the Cowboys. I might just send you a text every day, a meme that says the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys, right? Or Jason Witten. I might send you Jason Witten face every day for a month. That doesn't mean that I'm telling you, George, you should like Jason Witten. Joaquin, you should vote for Jason Witten. I'm just telling you, I love the shit out of Jason Witten. Is that? I don't see how that's wrong.
That's very wrong, bro. Because I don't like to joke about it. I don't like jokes. I don't like jokes, bro. That's the thing.
It's nothing rated R. It's nothing offensive. And if you find Jason Witten offensive, then that's a whole nother book. That's a whole nother worm.
Well, then let's talk about that.
I'm just saying, it's like we just have to be so like, I don't know, man. Just thick skin just went out the window. All of a sudden, it's like I'm offended because of everything.
Hey, I don't like you joking.
I think that's the thing. Like, I think it comes down to the fact, like, okay, you like joking, I like joking. I've gotten in trouble for joking, or taking a joke too far. I get it. I've lost friends because I've taken jokes too far, or I've said something that, whatever, it's a joke. You know.
I'm just saying, since we're on the topic, you've never tried to push your feelings or your issues or your
agenda
point of view on anybody else. It's just, hey, this is what I believe, and that's it. You know, I'm not telling Joaquin he should be a TCU fan and don't be a UTSA fan.
Well, maybe you should.
There you go.
Because case in point, we have let Texas fans come to our TCU tailgates and drink our drinks.
Oh, there you go.
And you know what? We all gathered.
So you could embarrass them.
I'm gonna insert that picture right here.
We all gathered peacefully. That's right.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, it's funny how politics is like one of the things where you can't, it's nobody wants to bring it up, or religion, and I'm like, why should that affect who I'm friends with?
And the thing,
and then you have to evaluate.
There's so many people that just for any little thing, like just really small things.
Yeah.
That I think lately now, because of the social media, the fact that we have this platform, like we're doing it right now. The only thing that me and Worm are saying is that we're just speaking out in a different thing. Like, we're not telling you what to think.
You're showing us that it's okay to disagree. All of a sudden, it's not okay to disagree.
Yeah. I disagree with you, Berto.
It's all of a sudden it's against the law to disagree, or you're a bad person if you disagree. Or
it's all good.
But here's the other thing, though, too. So if just conversing about general topics that honestly no one should break up over, if you do and someone is so mad at you, then you have to really kind of reevaluate your relationship too, right? Because we had a friend who's super liberal, which is fine. We err on this more conservative side, and we are friends. I met him through TCU, and we used to go out all the time, talk about all the guys he's dating. I mean, we were besties. We drank a ton of wine. And then at one point it was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that you're supporting that person politically. And we broke up. Our friendship broke up. And I was like, listen, dude, I thought we have a great time. But if that's too much for you, then that's too much for you. And then I went to the rodeo this year and was working it and was selling programs. And I ran into him and he walked up to me and was like, can I hug you and can we be friends again? And I said, absolutely.
Oh, nice.
Because our friendship was greater than who we were going to vote for at the ballot box. And our wine talks were better than that. And our going to the drag show was better than that. You know, those things were fine, and I was okay with them. There wasn't a problem with them. But when you got so overly offended to where you thought it was worth breaking up a friendship, that was on you, because that wasn't me. But then you run into him randomly, and he's like, okay, well, tell Berto I love him, and let's all be friends again, and let's go out and get wine. Absolutely, because the relationship is greater than that.
It should be okay to
and at the same time, you can get angry. You can get upset. Because, you know, whatever it is.
And it's okay.
It's okay. It's a brand new day the next time.
Yeah, like, and not like, okay, I'm upset, and then I'm not going to text you or call you for 3 weeks, and then I don't hear from you again. Or, you know, it's just weird,
but
man.
If that's that much of a thing, that's not working.
But if it is that much of a thing, hey, it ain't worth it, and I'm not gonna. If it doesn't mean nothing to you, and it's not important, then hey, I got other stuff to deal with. I got other friends. I got other things. I got a kid. It's fine. It's not worth it. But it's sad that it's come to that now, to where we both have to like black coffee with no milk to be friends. Basically, that's what it comes down to.
I like black coffee with no milk.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like if I would get butthurt.
Was it like that before? Or is this something? Is this?
Do you ever think there was Do you ever think that was a thing, like before?
No, because we were
actually. Do you ever think it was so sensitive? I'm sure it was like that, but
no.
Do you think it was ever so sensitive?
It was like that. It was like that for like minor things, like, you know, what beer we're drinking, where we're gonna go eat at, stuff like that. But I think now that the media has brought it so, like, you know, personal. It's like, oh yeah, this is bad. This is bad. Now it's at that point to where, you know, it's different now. Like, you're a bad person if you don't believe, you know, X, Y, Z. And it shouldn't be like that, because
you have to pick a side, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And it's like I can't have friends that do both. And I just think it's weird when you deal with political stuff. Oh, you know, now it's come to the point to where you can't even, everything's cool. Every topic, and this is what gets me. Every topic is available to talk about, right? Food, women, we can make jokes about everything, George. Everything. Dirty jokes, bad jokes. Nothing's off limits. But as soon as you get to the politics, oh my God. Oh my God.
That's so true, bro.
That's what I don't get. You contradict yourself, and you play like, oh, I'm on my high horse. When you've said the same, everybody's made comments that are, you know, whatever, bad comments.
We've all taken it too far, and I get it.
Sensitive, insensitive.
Everybody's offended somebody. So for you to say, oh, I'm offended, and for you to say that, oh, I'm offended, and act all high and mighty, when you've offended people and you said stuff, it's like you know, to throw the first stone. You know, whoever's perfect can judge, but if we're all sinners and we're all not perfect. So for you to say, oh, the only thing that's off limits is politics, but when you say, oh, guys, you know, we're brothers, I love you, but as soon as you talk about Adam or Joaquin, I don't want to talk about it. That's stupid. To me, that's, what are we, 4 years old, where we can't have this dialogue and talk about why
6 years old. 6 years old.
So to me, it's just dumb, dude. To me, it's just, the whole thing is just stupid. But that's just my opinion.
You're right, bro. If you haven't offended anyone, you offend me. Therefore, everyone is offensive.
And if I have offended you, then we need to look at, why are you offended, right? And so you should tell me why you're offended, and then I should then reflect on your reasons of why you're offended and say, you know what, I didn't think of it like that. I'm sorry, or you shouldn't be offended, or you know what, I get it. Okay.
Well, that's easy, bro.
Or I don't get it.
You're an asshole.
And or I don't get it, and you shouldn't be offended because we agreed to disagree. You like pineapple in your pizza? I like pepperoni in my pizza.
I don't like pineapple on my pizza, bro.
Yeah. You like rock metal.
I like
music?
mushrooms.
I like country music. You know what I mean? Like,
the hell's your problem, bro?
It shouldn't ruin an actual friendship, dude. It shouldn't ruin anything. Who I vote for shouldn't ruin 10 years of friendship that I've had with somebody.
I agree to disagree.
Yeah.
What?
Whoever you vote for should offend me. And...
Hey, babe, this is for you, babe. It's a special blend. Hold on, guys.
All right.
Like in today's thing, it's like you can be pro-police and you can be pro-Black Lives Matter, and we can all meet in the middle and we can all be okay. But when you're so upset and angry about something, which in some cases you should be, at some point it becomes divisive and then it becomes unhealthy. But we all have to go back to saying you can have differing opinions and still have a healthy relationship, and that's okay.
We can disagree. We can get upset. We can get offended. It's okay. You're allowed to.
Yeah.
But you're also, like Berto was saying, tell me why you're offended.
No, it's all about, you have to be informed. Willing. It's all about being informed and willing to want to be informed, not just putting up that wall and saying, no, you're wrong, I'm right. You have to accept it.
Informed correctly, because there's a lot
correct.
There's a lot of outlets out there that are giving you stuff.
You have to be receptive, and you have to be able to say, hey, you know what, I heard this from this guy. Doesn't mean that it's right, but keep your options open. And if you really want to learn and be informed, then you're willing to learn from different resources and saying, hey, you know what, CNN said this, Fox News said this, KSAT 12 said this, ESPN said this, and learn the narrative of what they're trying to do too. Mm-hmm. I'm not just saying that they're whatever on.
Yeah.
But if you really want to learn, then you got to learn, just like people say, hey, I want to learn about basketball. Well, you practice basketball, you watch basketball, you sleep, eat, breathe basketball. I want to know about politics. You do the same thing. You want to know about NFL, same thing. So just be able to learn and to process everything.
Exactly, dude. I couldn't have said it any better. That's perfect.
Yeah,
that's perfect. And once again, we're not telling you what to think. We're just
I'm telling you a
different perspective. And well, this was a perfect conversation. I think we can all agree that as people, we just want the best for people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We could all agree to disagree.
I don't know how anybody can disagree with that. We all want to.
I disagree.
How does it happen? I don't have the answers. We're all going to have to figure it out. But
Belgian right here, bro. Belgian.
But all I got to say is that we live in the greatest country in the world. That's all I got to say.
I agree. I came from a different one, and I love both.
The first Texas, but it's all good.
But hey, so you're drinking. You're drinking some Miller Lite. I'm drinking a little Elysian Space.
Ooh, IPA. Nice.
Hey, I'm thinking some Europe thing right here, right there.
It's probably made in Eagle Pass somewhere.
This one is definitely stronger.
Yeah.
This is not definitely. This is if you want to go too hard, too fast.
Yeah.
Happy IPA. Hey, Berto, Christina, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We started this conversation talking about being on welfare and trying to get out of it.
Trust me, I've been there, done that. I know it.
And I think
I can see my mom's food stamp book in my mind.
Wow.
The paper money, they used to give us money. It didn't used to be a Lone Star card, let me tell you.
Really? Wow.
Just in case y'all don't know, it was booklets of money, paper money, and then they started doing the Lone Star card. But that's for another topic.
No, I mean that was like I've never seen it. I'll tell you, I've seen the Lone Star card. I've never seen
before that, baby.
That everybody talks about.
Before the Lone Star card, I used to have a booklet. They used to give you booklets of money. I thought I would walk into the Diamond Shamrock, and I thought I was king with the booklet. I was just saying, you know what? I want all those Funyuns. I want all those Doritos. And all the Coca-Colas you got, right?
I want those hot Cheeto fingers.
We were never on Lone Star when I was a kid, but I definitely saw my parents count the cash register and be like, okay, we can get that. How much is that? How much is that? Okay, pull that back. Nope, take that out,
Yep.
Everyone's journey is different. One, we can't write each other off because we don't know anyone's journey. We can't justify why anyone is the way they are. Everyone has different reasoning behind why they are who they are now as adults. And then second to that, all of that has really made us who we are and how we kind of approach our life. So Berto being more conservative as an adult is this like extreme backlash to his upbringing, going like, I never want to be in that position. I never want that for my son. And so I'm going to strive to get out of that system to make it better. But as we converse with people as adults, we can't judge anyone for the way that they think. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And at the end of the day, we live in a beautiful country where we can all vote however we want to vote. So have at it. You know what I mean?
And we're entitled to
and
think.
you're absolutely entitled
I'm entitled to think that way. I want to get out of the system, or you're entitled to say, hey, I want a
better life.
I
want to provide a better life.
Or I want to stay on the system and this is it, and that's okay. And that's okay if you want to do that. I just think, hey, that's not for me. And again, I've seen the poor slums in Mexico and Brazil and the favelas, and I've seen the mansions.
I was with you, bro.
In Europe. So it's like, that's just my thing. So
this is why I love this podcast. This is why I love having this, because I would have not even had this perspective if I didn't talk to someone. And
exactly.
So,
and it's different when you've gone and seen the places and slept in the houses that don't have a roof, and then slept in the houses that there's 7,000 square foot house, and then a house that you're living under a cardboard box and a metal sheet for a roof. And I've done both.
Or slept in housing systems and had somebody walk into your apartment and steal your gaming systems and TV while you slept.
Yep. Section 8.
Because no one woke up to see that they were getting robbed.
Hey, Section 8. We don't have any alarms. I didn't have any alarms.
That might be my favorite Section 8 story ever.
Hey,
they took everything off the wall, every game.
As long as they didn't take the refrigerator with all the Lone Star food I had in there, we're good, dog. The wicker, the cheese, the milk.
Just because we're talking about this, I want to throw this story out. And
Largo Vista Apartments, baby.
Yeah. At one time he said, hey, man, we're staying at my mom's. Just don't judge. Like, that's all he said. I was like, dude, why would I judge? I need a place to stay. I was like, I don't care where I'm staying at. Like, I'm not gonna be a.
Hey,
and she opened up. She didn't know me and had not met her before that. And she just opened up and offered anything from her.
No truer statement to this day. Don't judge. That's it. Don't judge me. Whether I like this, that, this, or the other. Don't judge me.
You don't know anyone's story.
You don't know anybody. Everybody has their own story, and we're not here to say this should be your story, or this should be your ending, or this should be your middle story. Don't judge anybody, and I don't try to tell nobody what to do. You know what I mean?
Entitled to your
opinion.
I'm
entitled to my own opinion, just like you're entitled to your opinion. But I shouldn't force that on you.
Once again, Berto, Christina, thank you very much for this.
Love you, man.
Very insightful. Another podcast down the drain.
That's right, baby.
Hey, dare to be you, dare to be weird. Worm, what do you have to say?
Plátanos.
Forever.
Republic. Don't vote Republican. No, I'm joking. Vote whatever you want.
Hey.
Whatever's right for you.
Hey, locals forever.
Thank you for doing this.
Locos forever.
Love you, man. Be careful.
Seamos pocos, pero pocos. Seamos locos, pero pocos.
Pocos, pero locos.
Seamos pocos, pero locos.
That's right, dude.
Whatever, man. All right.
Hey, y'all, stay healthy. Stay safe, man.
Hey, you too. I can't wait to visit, man. I really miss you.
Yes, sir. Y'all be careful. God bless.
Bye. Good night.
Enjoy that TV I helped you frame.
All right. Love y'all, man.